Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and it's been really cold here, and I was working out in the garage. I was actually using this Fluke meter, and the leads, here's one of them, were just so incredibly stiff. And this is indoors, although I'm in my indoor shop, and right now the temperature is 57 degrees inside here. Way colder. It's been below zero at nights, but I was using this lead that came with it. This is the infamous or famous Fluke TL75. It's a classic lead, decent durability. It's a PVC lead, and I just got kind of fed up with it. I've had other leads like this little Sperry has really stiff leads as well. In fact, the leads shouldn't really, stick out like that. If you look at that, so much so that it yanks this thing all over the place. You got to be kind of careful that the leads don't knock the multi-tester off your desk or into your engine or whatever. There's a Craftsman. These are a little bit better, but still not that great. This one, oddly, this is a Craftsman I got in about the 1990s, early 90s, and this lead here, believe it or not, still works, and it's fairly supple, even though it's a PVC. But anyway, this Fluke one was driving me crazy, and so I thought, well, what are some options? And it turns out probably the best, maybe one of the best on the planet, is this Fluke TL 175 right here. There's a 175 and a 175E. The only difference is the E comes with these little 4mm kind of lantern plugs that allow you to use accessories that need the 4mm on the front end. But anyway, I thought I'd give these a shot. Oddly, you can buy a Fluke meter, the 101, the meter below this one, for about $46 on Amazon. They are Chinese made, very simple. That one doesn't have a current registry, but it does have most other normal features. However, this pair of Fluke leads cost about $37 on Amazon versus $46. So for $9 more than a pair of leads, you can get a whole multimeter that comes with these standard TL75s. I also thought I'd compare it to these Kuwaits, which are about $15, and they're also a silicone lead. That's the big thing about the 175. It's a silicone, so it's really flexible. And I'll get into that in just a sec. It's also a nice lead. You can do standard Cat 2 stuff with the extended tip, or you can close it down for 3 and 4 work, higher voltage, or more precision where you don't want to accidentally bump something. But anyway, nice flexible lead. The only real downside besides price for silicone leads, I guess there are two. One of them is they may not be that durable compared to, I'm getting decades out of these. You can get 10 years easily out of kind of the standard PVC ones. So they've got strain management pretty strong on these, and it says it's good to 30,000 cycles, and I thought, oh, that sounds like a lot, but you could easily put 100 cycles a day onto one of these, so that 30,000 times 100 is going to be under a year if you used it every day. But anyway, the test that I decided to come up with to try these out was right here. And what I've got is a set of, they're all red, but I wrapped the different leads around this Yeti ice block, and it's been in the freezer for a while. Thought I'd try these out, see what they do here. So, first of all, this one feels like a Kuwaits, however you say that. Kuwaits, they make a lot of multimeters and stuff like that. They've contacted me a bunch of times to see if I'd get, try their stuff, but I don't know enough about multimeters to feel good about doing that. But anyway, this one's a silicone. It's got a little bit of rigidity to it, not much, but for a $15 silicone lead, that's less than half, way less than half the price of the Fluke silicone leads. That's an option for flexibility. Another one on here. What do we got? Well, here's the Fluke. Look at that. This is cold. In fact, you can measure the actual temperature. If we hold that on there, maybe. I don't know if it's going to go down enough fast enough without my fingers on here. But anyway, inside this thing, it's way down. It's obviously, this is a block of ice basically. So just inside here where the leads are touching, probably not a good demonstration there. But anyway, it's really cold. They warm up pretty fast though. They don't have a lot of heat capacity. But anyway, these really flexible. Super nice, super flexible. Let's move on. What do we got here? This one, this is pretty stiff. This is a GB. I bought a set of those to kind of act as kind of controls here. So GB instruments, you get like 2 for 12 bucks or something like that. That's still pretty stiff. Not bouncing around. In fact, it's holding the lead upright. What's next here? Here's that Fluke. Here's the red one. Look at that thing. That is just a mess. It has, if I grab the handle of it, look at that. I can almost stick it straight out. Here's my hand. It's holding the lead all on its own. So this is what I was trying to get away from. This is the Fluke TL75. You can see it right there. Cold. It's going to slowly warm up maybe, but I wouldn't be surprised if it just stays about like that. And then this last one here, this is a Klein. Klein has been a little bit better, and that's kind of interesting. See if I bend this. Same cold, but for a PVC lead, it's a lot better. And that's why I never really noticed it that much with my Klein meters. I did notice it, but not nearly as bad. So Fluke really has what I think has got to be the worst OEM of the OEM test leads as far as temperature. It just really threw me as a, these are truly bad, which made me want to get the new Flukes, spend the extra money and get the better ones. I don't know if you've had experience like that, but it's a pain. But these 175s, these are very nice. They've got a retractable collar, great feel in the hand, good strain management, and they are kind of a premium product that with that means it also, there's the risk of counterfeit versions if you don't go through an authorized Fluke dealer. So just something to think about. But anyway, kind of an afternoon playing with test leads, and I was just shocked at how bad the Fluke TL75s were when they were cold, that it kind of set me down this road. And it also gave me, some faith in some of these old Craftsmans. One of these red ones I thought was the Craftsman, but also that the Kleins are just, their run-of-the-mill ones are actually not as bad as you might think. You can obviously get better ones, but the Klein did not seem to have near the same problem, as these crazy Flukes. Let me know if you've got stories, but that's ridiculous. Let me get that out of there. Look at that. That's just sitting here. It's that stiff. Anyway, let me know your experiences, and with that, Doc out.